All right, welcome to DeanBodi Show. DeanBodi Show. Hey, everybody, what's going on? How's it going? Happy Monday, new week, new year, new life, new regimens, new figuring out new problems, and how we doing it over here, DeanBodi? One day at a time. Oh, yeah. Hope you had a great new year, great holiday, and you're ready to get this new year started off on the right foot. 2021. Let's put the 2020 behind us. As they say, hindsight is 2020, so that's where it belongs. Oh, yeah. Who's the good girl? Good girl, Bodi. Good girl, Bodi. In 2021 is the best girl in the world. Oh, yeah. DeanBodi.com. 800-878-9698. The New Year hotline, fun line. Call the Bodi line. She's waiting for you to call it line. Wish her a happy New Year and good stuff and good thoughts and positive energy. And we're going to give it right back to you. Or we're giving it to you now, and you give it back to us. Say your name, where you're from. Leave a nice little fun message on there. Bodi's waiting for you. We'll make it a feature on the show. Hey, that's how we do it over here. A little riddle, a little pun, a little short story. What's going on in your life? We'll give you our 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 cents worth of DeanBodi advice, get you on the right track. We got to help each other. This is it. We're in this together. Numbers are going up every day. Thanks so much for all your support, DeanBodi. Man, we're getting close to new achievement awards with our hosting site, Buzzsprout. A lot to be happy about and be thankful for, and that's how we're doing it over here. DeanBodi.com is the website, and the links are on there. You got the links. Want to get you over to the podcast, Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. The social link will blast you right over to the YouTube channel, DeanBodi space show. YouTube channel. All the videos are on there. Man, enjoy it. The whole catalog is waiting for you. HR Puffin stuff and Banana Splits is like rocketing past. It's been rocketing past everybody every other episode. I'm getting a kick out of that. So go ahead and check out HR Puffin stuff and the Banana Splits one and keep the energy behind that one. That's our, I don't know, let's call it our little flagship, as the ship is just kind of cruising along. It's got the best energy. And I like it because it's a funny one. So HR Puffin stuff. Yeah. Things when things get rough. HR Puffin stuff. Can't get a little because you can't get enough. Yeah. HR Puffin stuff. Man, back in the day, we had some crazy cartoons, crazy little kids shows like that. Times were a little bit simpler. Not as much crazy stuff going on. But I don't know, man. We're going to get it back. And the world's going to get back to that place again where we don't have all of this nuttiness going on, and the freedoms that we love in this country are coming back full force. I just know it. So, 1 banana, 2 banana, 3 banana, 4, 3 banana makes a bunch and so does many more. Fa la la, cha la la la, fa la la, cha la la la. Yeah! So listen, man, we got a lot going on over here. Like, you don't even know how much we got going on over here. Bodi, with the folliculitis, is supposed to be this common thing, but we got to get it figured out. I don't know, dogs can grow into allergies and things like that, just like humans, just like we got to figure our stuff out. Like, I'm figuring out getting down the road on this adrenal gland insufficiency, holy moly, from a too high of a dose of a medication reaction. Whoever saw that coming? I didn't, but it happened, and I know firsthand that this is not something I ever want to go through ever again, as I'm still going through it, as my body's rebuilding, and it's getting stronger every day. That being said, Bodi's going through some kind of folliculitis thing, and there's some kind of allergy thing going on there. We're going in on Friday. We're going to get some lab work done for Bodi, make sure there's nothing underlying. Her energy is good. I know she runs around the house, and we still play with the ball and go around the neighborhood, so it's probably just something maybe she's got to stay away from something maybe that she's eating, or we got to get it dialed in a little bit better. We're going to she might have to go on some antibiotics a little bit longer. You know, there's so many dogs around where I live who are pooping and peeing all over the place, and everywhere she sits and lies, even though it's not in a pile of dung or whatever, there's still residue and stuff around. It's gotta, I think, play a role in what's going on with her. And that's just the way it is, you know? I think if we were in a more private housing development and we had our own little backyard and all that, and she wasn't exposed to all that other stuff, I think it would make a big difference. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, but I'm just going through these weird theories. But that's not the case. So her immune system's getting challenged. That can also be a good thing. And we'll figure it out. And then we're going to have to do a visit to the doggy dermatologist so they can get more specific on what the cause might be and really get it bullseyed in. Bodi and I have a long life to live together. We're living together forever and a day. Bodi and I are not going anywhere. DeanBodi Show, we got another, 20 years together. If God willing and everything works out as planned, I'm thinking that Bodi and I have another 100 years together. How about that? Because we're both going to be bulletproof as we do bulletproof diet. Anyway, man, I tried this Crockpot experiment. I've never in my life used a Crockpot to cook anything before. I don't know why. I just never got into this slow cooker thing. I was more into, let's get the George Foreman, sizzle that thing. It cooks on both sides when you're a student and in college. Lickety split, the thing is done. I love that thing. The stir-fry electric wok, you stir-fry stuff around. It was a kind of a quick meal. Do the boil and bag rice from Uncle Ben's. Came out perfect every time. Boom! Now, we decide to try the Crockpot thing. As I was doing my YouTube adventure rabbit hole exercises that I do all the time, I came across these keto people on the keto diet, which we're following, by the way, and we've been in ketosis. We've been rocking this thing for a good 4 weeks now, but it's a couple of months to get fat adapted and keto adapted, so we're on it. We're going to give it the fair shake. We're plugging in common sense. We're dealing with this gout flare-up thing, and we're going to be tweaking, taking something from here, taking some knowledge from there, taking from knowledge from personal life experience, and we figure it out because the goal is get the body dialed in, not have to take any medication at all, so we know what's going on for the way my body is functioning, so we know. This is valuable information because you don't want to walk around, number one, oh, I'm afraid to eat that, I'm afraid to eat this. I want to know what the real triggers are, okay? And, you know, it might not be the purine and the proteins as much as it is what you're putting on the plate with it, what you're eating along with the diet, the bad starchy carbs and the grains and the fructose, and the F is for fructose and the U is for uric acid. You put the F and the U together, you're on something there, baby. All right. And you see the cow just chimed in and says, hey, it ain't me. It ain't my purines. So, listen, we're learning different things, that coffee's not a problem, and it can actually help with the whole uric acid thing and flushing things out, stuff that they would say to be afraid of and all that. We're not that broken as a human being when it comes to body function. You just have to learn what to do not too much of, what to stay away from that you think might be healthy. It could be the angry vegetables too that have the too high in fructose and things like that might not be working out. You know, just because you're Mr. Veggie doesn't mean you're healthier. Sometimes you got to stay away from that stuff, depending on which vegetable it is and all these other things. So we're making our chili in the crock pot. It's turning into a nightmare. Number one, it's a big albatross of a thing. It's a pain in the neck to clean. It, like I said, on game day, it's good. You got your chili. You got it going all day. And if you can put it somewhere where people can dip into it, you got your little Super Bowl party going. And all this is what really it's good for. You got a family with the kids and you got stew or whatever weird concoction that you decided to put together before you took off for work in the morning. And then all the kids can come back and take the lid off of your crock pot, whatever you made, your kind of chicken Alfredo, homemade, weird we think we got the keto dialed in, and everybody's like, Ma, what is this again? So anyway, I don't know, man. This Crockpot, I don't think is going to be the one. And I think about it, when I used to do the chili and all, you get a regular nice pot on the stove and you make it right in there and it works out fine. And guess what? You can keep it on low and slow in a normal pot. Doesn't have to be crock pot with this big tub of whatever. Hey, why don't we just fill the bathtub up and make a real giant crock pot out of the bathtub and make it something where we can just dip into chili maybe all month long. How does that sound? Oh, yeah. So I'm not happy with it, and I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it or not, or it's going to go right into the trash can. We'll see. We might give it one more thing, and we put the beans in there, which is not keto, no legumes, but I only had one can in there. The masa flour, which is made from corn, not keto friendly. I only had a couple of bowls. It did not knock me out of ketosis because I've been such a good boy, and I had myself dialed in. But that's not the point. The point is you want to stay away from those things that are not. The interesting thing is the things that I used to be worried about is I'm not now. But I'm doing this MCT oil thing on the bulletproof stuff and all the bulletproof stuff he's got going on. I like the keto mindset. If you pay attention with the good high-quality fats and, no sugar, and all of that stuff is gone. It's a good thing to do. I don't really want to deal with the dairy because of the lactose, not doing that. But there's other things you can dip into, whether it's made from like almond flour or things like this, and that too in moderation, But you take a little from here, a little from there, and I'm doing something called my Kaboomy Juice. Oh, yeah, Kaboomy Juice, baby, because you want to alkalinize the body. Acidic is not good. Alkaline is better. Acidic, not good. Alkaline is better. And you don't want to eat any cereals and stuff. You got to stay away from the Apple Jacks, especially if you don't want a gout attack. A is for Apple, J is for Jacks. You don't want to have a gout attack. It's not a good breakfast, so stay away. Stay away from Apple Jacks. Apple Jacks gout attack. Apple Jacks gout attack. So don't do it. Don't do it, and don't eat stuff like cereals and stuff. You can't do it because Honeycomb's got a big, big bite, a big gout attack with a big, big bite, so stay away from it. It will get you. Don't eat that. With Apple Jacks, Apple Jacks, a big, big bite. Honeycomb's got a big gout fight that you're going to have to deal with, so stay away from the cereals and bad starchy carbs. So look, the Kaboomy Juice is good. The Kaboomy Juice is the celery juice, helps alkalinize. I put a little piece of ginger in there, and that's the original Kaboomy Juice. I made it up myself, put it in the little magic bullet, which I'm loving now, by the way. And I did the coffee too again with the magic bullet. You got to let it cool down. You can't go in from boiling, and it's too much pressure. You got to use your common sense. And the BlendTech blender, totally first-class blender. I love it. Way better than I do the Ninja, because you don't have to take that center blade like you do out of the Ninja that's got, I don't know, all of these little mini swords on there, like it's some kind of samurai weapon. Something else you got to clean. Not the easiest thing to clean, by the way. It's got about 12 blades on it. Okay, it was fun for a while. But it's kind of a deterrent when you got to clean too many parts. All right, Mr. and Mrs. Ninja Inventor? So you need to speak to Elon Musk and get it dialed in a little bit better and get that thing out of there. That being said, the BlendTech just has the one blender. It's a beautiful, nice square-shaped blender. It's got some nice settings on it. I'm getting used to it, and that blends the coffee up in a beautiful way. So we're doing it. And the little magic bullet has got me dialed in now. If you let things cool down, made a beautiful bulletproof coffee the other day for me. And we did the Kaboomy Juice. Boy, I'm all over the place today because it's a new year. We're fired up. And the Kaboomy Juice, the original Kaboomy Juice, celery, a couple pieces of ginger, like the real ginger. You cut a couple pieces, and you put the bulletproof fat water, it's called, because it's got the MCT oil in it. Fill it up with fat water, blend that puppy, and you do a glass of that. You want to talk about alkalinizing and getting the MCT oil for the power brain food and all that great neurology and immune system boosting. I don't know. We're plugging that in because the goal is I'm going to give my body a full reset. We've dropped about 30 pounds, which is good. Plenty of body fat still on me that the body's going to use for energy instead of the bad starchy carbs. So keep on going, and we're going to give it a fair shake. You got to give something a good solid year of consistency. You don't just, oh, wow, I tried it for a couple of weeks and it didn't work. I don't care what you're doing, whether you're a business, weight loss goals, getting in shape. 1 year, and it's not a long time out of your life, by the way. But, when you get that full year under your belt, you really gave something a good, solid test, okay? And then you have this great personal life experience of, wow, I did this for a year, I've stayed solid, and you develop these awesome habits. It's all good. So that's Kaboomy Juice number 1. Celery. Okay, get the organic, of course. Put a couple pieces of the ginger in, the real ginger. You cut a couple slivers. Get the bulletproof fat water. And there's Kaboomy Juice number 1. Kaboomy Juice number 2 is squeeze a little lemon in there. Put a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar in there. And a little bit of pink Himalayan salt. And you got Kaboomy Juice level number 2. But number 1 is the deal. I think just to get that alkalinizing, that celery juice, I think is a beast. Along with the ginger combination is a beast. So I'm fired up about that too. So this MCT oil is a new thing that I've done. And Bulletproof's got these single packets of that. Easy to travel with or whatever. And you tear it open. It looks like a single pack of like one of those Starbucks single instant coffees that I love, the light roast, the blonde Verande. I use it all the time. And you tear it and you squeeze one of those oils down your throat. If you're from Jersey, down your throat. And let me tell you, man, that keeps you dialed in. So all of this stuff is going on in my body as I'm not dealing. I don't want to deal with this stupid gout thing anymore. At the same time, I want to get it figured out. Now, growing up Jewish, going through the bar mitzvah in 3 years of Hebrew school, not to mention Camp Judea in Asheville, North Carolina. How awesome is that place? But we should not be the ones dealing with the gout the most. Why? Because our great-grandparents, great-great-great-grandparents used to eat something called schmaltz. Schmaltz is pure, like chicken fat, where you spread that on a piece of challah and you eat that as a staple in your diet. So we should be kind of tempered in schmaltz. So we should be having our defense in the schmaltz so we don't have any problems, and we should have that dialed in. So I'm not buying into it. I think we already started, thanks to our ancestors, we've been bulletproof a long time. I just think the sugars, the bad starchy carbs and all that's the problem. That's got to go away, period. Now, once you get a year under your belt and you want to dabble in that maybe, let's say, once a month as a treat, that's different. But you got to get there first. You got to reboot your system like rebooting a computer and get down the road. Now, so the fact that we're tempered in schmaltz and we've passed that down generations, that's where we're dialed in. I know we're dialed in. You just got to stay away from the F is for fructose and the U is for uric acid. We're going to get this figured out, okay? Because we're not broken systems. We're just thinking about the system that has broken us that we have to stay away from so we can fix it. Okay? That's all. Anyways, We're figuring out our system. We're going to figure out Bodi's. And together, as we navigate down the road, we're going to figure it out. Man, we're getting this new year started off on the right foot here. Hold on 1 second here. My computer just decided to take a little nap, as it does from time to time. Welcome back. So let's do a little roll call with some of Bodi's friends. We got up at the crack of dawn today with the little rooster there, Ronnie the rooster. Hey, listen, Edward the elephant, how are you? Oh, yeah. Mikey the moo cow, what's going on? We don't mean to give you a hard time with all the stuff we use from the moo cow, but thank you for all you do for us, and we love you, moo cow. Oh, yeah. We got the little kitten that walks around outside, and that's all. We got Harry the horse, of course. Wow. And we got some neighbors around the corner. That's how we do it. Let's set off a little explosion. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a good one, isn't it? Oh, yeah. So listen. And one thing I got to say about the chili that I had the other day with the masa and some of the beans. Yeah, you got that right. Now, remember something. When it comes to the beans, they're not keto friendly. No legumes, none of that stuff. No more, none of it. And it's funny, as I was putting the masa flour in there, because I use that to cook with, you can use arrowroot. Arrowroot is something that I did get, and I don't know why I didn't use it, because I didn't feel like dealing with it. But that's a way you can thicken things with the arrowroot instead of using something from wheat or some kind of flour. I knew better than that. I was getting so irritated by the Crockpot. That's why they start the word off with the word crock, because it's a, you know what. Anyway, beans are good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you fart. The more you fart, the better you feel. So eat your beans in every meal. Yeah, except for if you're on keto, you can't do it. So no beans. And by the way, it causes a lot of that. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Let's look at this. See what we got going on over here, DeanBodi. We're coming at you. This is 2021, baby. We're not playing around. We're going to get into the Dolphin game in just 1 second, by the way. Oh, yeah. Congratulations, Buffalo Bills. And we just got Buffalo Billied, okay? Holy moly. I knew they were a good team. Super Bowl contenders. For sure, they're not playing around. And you know what? I don't have any problems really with Buffalo as I do with New England Patriots as one of my arch enemies. But everybody in our division for my whole life, look, all right, Buffalo, whatever. So, listen, we got the folliculitis thing on its way. We're figuring out for Bodi. And we got the Peterbilt guy, the no-clog toilet paper, and we got the leaky fish packet. We did the Kaboomy Juice, the smulch. Oh, my God, we're tempered in that. And the Dateline guy. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bee-ba-ba-ba. So, look, the Dolphin game. Here's my deal with the Dolphin game. I'm going to go touch base just for a little bit to talk about a little bit about football. We got 26 points on this team, which is a miracle in itself. But when we first started off that game and we were 3 points ahead, it was like real exciting for about 5 minutes. And we were at 4th down and 1 yard. In the beginning of the game, and you're playing a team like this monster team, Buffalo, you go for it. Don't punt it and go, our defense is good enough and we can handle it. Either way, Buffalo's going to get the ball back. And if they're going to come at you, they're coming at you. You might as well take some risks and go for it and set the tone psychologically, right? And let them know that we're coming at you. Because if we would have got that first down and we would have went down the field and got that touchdown, if we would have been a little risk taker, let me tell you, it makes a big difference. You get that energy going forward. I think these are missed opportunities. 1 yard? Oh, well, if you don't make it, you don't make it. But you got to try. So that was kind of disappointed in me when you're trying to set that tone psychologically. You got to do it. Like the art of war, Sun Tzu. The war's already won before the battle even begins. Psychological warfare, baby. Come on, Conor McGregor does that to all his opponents. And he's got a fight coming up I'm so fired up about against Poirier. I'm fired up about that coming back. He's one of my heroes. Go get him, Connor. And he would psychological warfare those other guys like nobody's business. Already in their heads before the fight starts, it's basically game over if you do it right. And the Dolphins should have done that in the beginning. So we'll see you next year. We got a good round draft pick for ourselves coming up for the next season as we're rebuilding. But I'm not disappointed in them this year. We have a Wasco Wabbit, a winning record, 10-5 or 10-6, whatever it is. So something to celebrate. Rookie quarterback, the whole thing. But hey, Buffalo's a whole nother level, and I think that's a Super Bowl contender along with Kansas City Chiefs. We got the New Orleans Saints. Those guys, all those guys are beasts. And let me tell you, Tom Brady in Tampa Bay, he's still in there right underneath New Orleans. Second place. Tom Brady, look out. If he takes those guys to the Super Bowl, I'm not even going to even know what to say. But we're going to know who's more important, Belichick, the coach for New England, or Tom Brady, who left the Patriots and went to Tampa Bay. We're going to see the value there because you don't get to see this opportunity much now that New England is out of contention and Tom Brady is taking Tampa moving forward. Hello? Wow. So anyways, because of the greatness with Tom Brady, hey, listen, you got to celebrate a player like that no matter what, even though it goes against the grain with the Dolphins. Now, I was thinking about the toilet paper that I use, and over the years, how I don't have any clogged toilets for a long time. If you're from Jersey, turlet. Now, the Scott roll, 1,000 sheet roll with the little paper thin slice. Now, you take a hand, make like a whole few layers anyway when you're wiping the tuchus. But when it comes to that thin layer toilet paper, it flushes much easier, and rather than the thick whatever ply that clogs the toilet. Little food for thought if you're having problems with the whole how many times you got to use the plunger in your life. Scott 1,000 sheets is the way to go, baby. All right. So anyway, oh yeah. Let's see if we can bowl a strike here. Starting off the new year, I know we can do it. Setting off a little fireworks show. DeanBodi, man, let me tell you. She's the good girl, Bodi. She's the best girl in the world. Oh, yeah, the good girl, Bodi. Yeah, the best girl in the world. Oh, yeah. DeanBodi.com. 800-878-9698. Bodi Hotline, Fun Line. Call the Bodi line. She's waiting for you. Oh, gosh, we're so excited about the show. The numbers are going up. We're doing our thing. The new achievements are coming soon to almost hit 6,000 downloads. And getting close to the 200 episodes of the podcast. And then we'll start a season 3. I don't know. We're having a great time. We're bringing it to you. We're coming at you daily because life comes at you daily, not weekly and monthly. And look, could be bi-daily or tri-daily, but you can listen to us multiple times a day, fast forward, rewind, and check out all the videos on multiple times a day and make it DeanBodi kind of day. Hopefully we'll brighten up your day. It's a nice break in your day and get you out of your, clean out the cobwebs as we like to take you down Crazy Lane, Wacko Road, and hang out in Goofyland Park for a little while. All right. So, DeanBodi.com, the website, the links are on there. Remember, it gets you over to the podcast, wherever you get your podcast. And DeanBodi Space Show is the YouTube channel. Check out the videos. You'll love them. You'll get to see what we do over here. And we match up the videos with the podcasts. The numbers are a little bit different because we started the videos first, so it's about a 10 number off. But the numbers are what they are, and that's how we do it over here. So, let's go bowl a strike and get this year started off on the right foot. Here it comes, baby. Oh, yeah, another strike for DeanBodi. Hey, Millie.
Yeah. Wow, he's got a lot going on over here, DeanBodi Show. And we should really wish him a happy new year and get this new year started off on the right foot. And that's funny about the Crockpot. We don't like ours either, do we? Oh my gosh, see that Crockpot? Isn't really doing it for us. So anyway, Way to go, Dean Bodi. Happy New Year. And let's do it. All right, Dean Bodi.
Man, let's make it a great year. Let's check out one more thing on DeanBodi, just so we don't want to leave anything out, DeanBodi Show, as we're getting this year kicked off. And I just wanted to say something about not only the leaky fish packet that was not appealing, but the Peterbilt guy that I met in the airport one time. And what they made with, the Peterbilt trucks, the 18-wheelers, they have that little bulldog as a hood ornament as their thing. And this guy that I met at the airport, I was hanging out at one of these bars, having a bite to eat, and his company made those ornaments of all things. And he was like, I'll send you one if you want. You know how you meet somebody and you're like, oh yeah, like he's really going to send it. I just met the guy 2 minutes ago. I gave him my information. He actually sent it to me, and I got this thing in the mail, a brand new hood ornament, chrome bulldog Peterbilt thing that sits in my house on one of my countertops. And it was just one of those things that some people keep their word. And it's such a rare thing, especially in business or people that you meet. I mean, so in my mind, anytime I see that emblem or think about that company, went up 1,000 notches just because he did what he said he was going to do. And I try to do that in my own life, and I really appreciated saying that. Now, to take it another detour, I had some fish defrosting, some flounder fillets. And as I defrosted it, one of the packets leaked out a little bit of the liquid inside as it was defrosting. And then I started to smell the fish a little bit in the fridge. That stuff bothers me, and I don't want to open up the packet and then cook it and then have, not feel good or whatever. It probably was going to be okay, but it's one of those things, man. As soon as things get breached or the thing cracks open or whatever, I don't know, it goes in the garbage with me. It's not worth the risk and the chance, so, hey, leaky fish packet, no good. That being said, have an awesome rest of your day. Watch out for the leaky fish packets. Stay on track. DeanBodi's doing our thing over here. Hey, listen, don't get caught up in the COVID, schmovid, pandemic, schmandemic. You keep your immune system strong. Take care of yourself so you can take care of somebody else. Let's make this the best week ever and the best year ever. Have an awesome day. DeanBodi.com. Oh, yeah!